Born in West Kingston, Jamaica, Tomme Beevas spent his childhood living mostly in Jamaica with his father, with frequent visits to his mother and sisters in Massachusetts. He moved to Florida in 1999 for college and earned a degree in political science and economics. Tomme's professional career began in Washington, D.C., where he helped establish the Center for Corporate Citizenship for the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and was first the recipient of and then managed the U.S. President's Volunteer Service Award. Recruited by Cargill to lead their global community relations program, he moved to Minnesota, where he raised more than $100 million for United Way and led volunteer programs across 350 communities on 6 continents, and still found time to earn an MBA at the University of Minnesota. By any measure, Tomme was a successful and impactful man at this point in his life, but he longed for the sights, sounds, smell, and taste of Jamaica. Inspired by his grandmother, Baby Lou, who showed him the power of food to build relationships and galvanize a community, he launched a business in 2012 serving delectable Jamaican cuisine at street fairs and events with a backyard grill and a $99 tent. Overwhelming support from his community and winning food court wars on the Food Network created the opportunity for him to open Pimento Jamaican Kitchen in the Burnsville Mall in 2013. Over the years, he added 3 new locations in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and the TCF Bank Stadium, as well as a food truck. A shrewd businessman who knows what he needs to succeed, Tomme's dream for his company is to do for food what Bob Marley did for music and Usain Bolt for track by becoming the premier global provider of authentic Jamaican food experiences. An homage to his country of birth, Pimento Jamaican Kitchen is more than a restaurant. It is the realization and embodiment of Tomme's commitment to family, culture, and community. The lynching of George Floyd erupted the existing fault line of race, class, and culture that was already accentuated by the unequal impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on disenfranchised populations. Racial reckoning and unrest made it difficult for people to get food and crucial supplies, leaving the community hungry and hurting. Tomme sprang into action. He issued a call on Twitter asking for donations, and with his team, turned the Minneapolis location into a donation and staging center for essential supplies like masks, gloves, food, and water. The next week, they focused on healing with yoga, art, music, and dancing in the streets. Next, they hosted a summit with top 150 Twin City leaders across politics, business, nonprofit, and activism sectors to talk about what happened and how to move forward. Throughout the summer, Pimento was among the few restaurants on Eid Street that remained open to feed those who were hungry, hurt, or heartbroken. From rooftops, street corners, and alleyways, the restaurant drew about 250 volunteers who vigilantly watched over every business on the block as fire and violence raged through the Twin Cities. They continued to hold summits and virtual town halls that fostered dialogue about community restoration. The result was the formation of Pimento Relief Services, Pimento Foundation, and Pimento Political Action Committee. With support from the foundation, Pimento Relief Services rallied over 2,000 individual private donors to provide over $1.5 million in food and home essential donations to people living in Twin Cities food deserts with limited access to food, while the Pimento PAC rallied support to bring to victory 5 local political candidates who are committed to systemic change that can bring a just and lasting peace where everyone can thrive. Bursting with joy, optimism, and energy, Tomme has been instrumental in turning a shameful moment in history to a movement that results in a sea change by pooling resources and grounding action in community-centered justice that brings people together. For creating welcoming, safe spaces where delectable Jamaican food feeds a benevolent movement for liberation, justice, and prosperity. Tomme Beevas is recipient of the 2023 Immigrant Entrepreneurial Leadership Award.